The big white house on the quiet street in Queens looked calm from the outside. Tall trees stood around it like guards. The windows shone in the cold morning light. Everything looked peaceful. Inside, it did not feel peaceful at all. Leon Grant, a man in his mid-30s with neat dark hair and an athletic build, walked fast through the wide hallway. He wore a clean white shirt, dark trousers, and a silver watch. People in the city called him a billionaire, but right now he did not feel rich or powerful. He felt only one thing: worried. His shoes made soft sounds on the shiny floor as he opened one door after another. "Mia," he called. His voice was strong, but there was fear under it. "Mia, where are you?" No answer. Mr. Hughes, the gray-haired butler in a dark suit, watched from the entrance of the living room. He had worked for the family for many years. "Did you see her go outside?" Leon asked, his jaw tight. "No, sir," Mr. Hughes said, lowering his eyes. "I thought young Miss Mia was in her room." Leon did not reply. He only moved faster. He checked the study. Empty. He checked the guest rooms. Empty. He even opened a cupboard and looked under a big bed in one of the spare rooms. His heart beat harder. How can a child vanish in her own house? He muttered, more to himself than to anyone else. She was in the living room 10 minutes ago. He rushed up the stairs 2 at a time and pushed open the door to Mia's bedroom. The pink curtains moved softly. Her small bed was empty. Her toys were on the floor like soldiers left behind. Once, twice, he called her name. His voice started to shake. Then, just as the fear grew sharp inside him, he heard it. A tiny giggle, light and playful. Leon turned quickly. At the end of the hallway, a little girl with pale blonde hair burst out from behind a big plant. She was 6 years old, with bright blue eyes and a round, chubby face. She wore a red dress with white dots and a small red bow in her hair. "Got you again, Daddy," she shouted, running toward him with her arms wide. Leon let out a long breath he did not know he was holding. He bent down and scooped her up into his arms. "Do not do that to me," he said, his voice rough from fear. "Do you want my heart to stop?" Mia laughed and wrapped her small arms around his neck. "You looked so funny, Daddy. Your face was like this." She made a scared face, which made herself giggle again. Leon kissed her forehead and held her tight. "I love you, princess," he whispered. "You are all I have." He finally put her down when she started to wiggle. Mr. Hughes stepped closer. "Sir, the new babysitter has arrived. She is waiting in the living room." Mia's smile vanished. "Babysitter," she repeated, her lips pushing out in a small pout. Leon sighed. He knew what was coming. "Yes, Mia," he said gently. "I told you. I have a very important meeting today. I cannot leave you alone." "I do not need a babysitter," Mia said. Her tiny hands went to her hips. "You can cancel your meeting. If I cancel every meeting, we will not have food, or this house, or your toys," he tried to explain, half serious, half teasing. "Come on. At least meet her." Together they walked down the stairs to the living room. A young woman stood up from the soft sofa when they entered. She had light blonde hair cut to her shoulders, but the color looked a bit too bright, like it came from a bottle. Her skin was pale, and she wore a tight light pink dress that stopped far above her knees. High heels made her even taller. This was Tessa, the new babysitter. Her smile was wide, but her gray eyes were hard in a way that Mia noticed at once. "Hello, Mia," Tessa chirped in a sweet voice that almost sounded like singing. "My name is Tessa. We are going to have so much fun together." Mia frowned and held on to Leon's hand. "I do not like her," Mia whispered loudly. Leon winced. "Mia," he said softly, "that is not nice. She comes highly recommended." "I do not care. I do not like her," Mia repeated. Her eyes did not leave Tessa's face. Tessa's smile stayed on, but something cold flashed in her eyes for a second. Leon bent and looked his daughter in the eye. "Listen, princess," he said, his voice tired now. "I have to go to work. I cannot stay with you all day, even if I want to. Please, try to get along with her. For me." Mia's eyes filled with tears. "I want you, not her." He hugged her quickly, kissed her hair, and forced himself to stand up. "Mr. Hughes will be around," he told Tessa. "If you need anything, ask him. Food will be delivered soon." "Of course, Mr. Grant," she said sweetly. "I will take good care of her." Mia pulled away from Tessa and ran to the stairs. "I do not like you," she said to Tessa without turning around. Tessa watched her go, the sweet smile dropping from her face once Leon walked toward the front door. Her lips twisted. "I do not like you either," she muttered under her breath. At the same time, a few streets away, a small fried chicken shop was already busy. Inside the warm kitchen, a woman with tired eyes and a kind smile stood over a fryer. Her hair was tied back in a scarf. This was Mrs. Brooks. She owned the shop. Her daughter, Lily Brooks, moved fast between the counter and the back room. Lily was in her mid-20s, with light brown skin, dark curly hair tied in a ponytail, and green eyes that always looked a little curious. She wore blue jeans, a plain black shirt, and a blue vest with a small fried chicken logo on the back. She did deliveries for her parents. Lily, her mother called, her voice sharp but full of love. Change those old jeans. You are going to the big house today. What is wrong with my jeans? Lily asked, looking down. They were just normal blue jeans. The man who lives there is very rich, her mother said. He is single. You never know. Mom, Lily groaned. I am going to drop food, not to find a husband. Even so, she ran upstairs and put on a cleaner pair of jeans. The black shirt stayed. The vest stayed. She checked herself in a small mirror. Good enough, she whispered. When she came back down, her mother had already packed a big box of fried chicken, sandwiches, and sodas. Take this to the Grant mansion, her mother said. They already paid. Do not be late. Lily took the warm box and nodded. Got it. She stepped out into the cold air. Her sneakers crunched on the thin layer of snow. The sky was a pale gray, and her breath came out like fog as she walked. In the car, on the way to his meeting, Leon suddenly sat up straight. The file, he said. I left the file with the plan on the living room table. His driver, an older man named Paul, glanced at him through the mirror. Should I turn back, sir? Leon thought about his angry business partners. Then he thought about how much money was inside that contract. Yes, he said. Turn back. Quickly, please. Back at the mansion, things had already gone very wrong. Mia stood in the hallway, facing Tessa. The big house felt much bigger now, and empty. Mr. Hughes had gone out to drive the car because the usual driver was sick. Most of the staff were in their rooms or doing chores far away. It was only Mia and Tessa in the quiet living room. Show me where your dad keeps his safe, Tessa said, her voice lower now, the sweetness gone. Mia blinked. His safe? Yes, Tessa said. She stepped closer. The box with money and important things. Show me where it is, and you will not get in trouble. I do not think he has one, Mia said truthfully. And if he does, I am not telling you. That is a secret. Tessa's hand shot out. She grabbed Mia by her hair and yanked. Pain burned across Mia's scalp. She cried out. Stop, Mia sobbed. You are hurting me. No one can hear you. Tessa hissed. Now do as I say, or I will hurt you more. Mia's heart pounded so hard it made her feel sick. Mia tried to twist away. Tessa slapped her, hard and fast. Tears blurred Mia's eyes. She had never been hit like that before. Two big men walked in from the back door. They wore dark clothes and dirty boots. One had a scar on his chin. The other had a shaved head and a thick neck. Let us go to your father's office, Tessa ordered. He must keep something there. I am not allowed in there, Mia cried, her voice small. You are now, one of the men said, grabbing her arm. They dragged her down the hallway. Her feet slipped on the polished floor. Her chest hurt from trying not to scream too loud. Fear squeezed her. Outside, Lily walked up to the mansion gate and stopped. The gate was wide open. She frowned. The guard's small booth by the gate was empty. No guard, no movement. That is strange, she whispered. Still, the food was hot, and she did not want to be late. She stepped inside and walked up the path. The big house looked quiet. Too quiet. She rang the doorbell. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. No answer. She looked through the glass beside the door and gasped a little. Inside, she could see a beautiful hallway, a crystal light, and soft rugs. Hello, she called. Delivery from Brooks Fried Chicken. Nothing. The hair on her arms stood up. Something felt wrong. Very wrong. She set the box down by the door and started to turn away. Then she heard it. Leave me alone, a small voice screamed from somewhere near the side of the house. Daddy, somebody help me. Lily froze. Her heart jumped in her chest. That was a child, and that child sounded afraid. Lily did not think. She picked up the food box again so she would not trip on it, moved it closer to the wall, and then ran toward the sound. She rounded the corner and stopped, her mouth falling open. On the grass near the driveway, 2 big men were dragging a little girl in a red dress with white dots toward a black van with its back doors open. Her blonde hair was messy, and there was a small cut on her forehead. She kicked and scratched and tried to fight them off. Near the van, a blonde woman in a short pink dress shouted at the men to hurry up. Lily's eyes went wide. Her mind went blank for 1 second. Then her legs started to move. She looked around for anything she could use. Her hand found small stones near a flower bed. She grabbed as many as she could and hid behind a tree trunk, her breath shaky. One of the men lifted the girl like a bag and tried to shove her into the van. The girl kicked him in the leg. "Let me go," she screamed. Lily threw the first stone. It hit the man on the shoulder. He jerked and looked around. "Who is there?" he shouted. Lily threw another stone at the van. It hit the metal with a loud ping. The woman in pink spun around, her eyes wide. "Somebody is here," she yelled. "We do not have time for this. If you are smart, you will go away," the driver shouted toward the trees. "We have a gun." Lily's hands shook, but she threw more stones at the van on purpose, trying to make them nervous. "It is not worth it," the woman snapped. "Leave the brat. We will get money another way." The driver slammed one of the doors. The man holding the girl cursed. "I am not leaving without something," he growled. He dragged the girl away from the van, toward the open gate, maybe to run off alone. Lily knew this was her only chance. She ran out from behind the tree and charged straight at him. He saw her and tried to run, but the girl slowed him down. Lily kicked off one of her sneakers and threw it at his head. It hit him and made him stumble. She tore off the other sneaker and threw that too. It smacked the back of his neck. He fell hard, still holding the girl. Lily jumped on him, hitting him however she could, with her fists, with her elbows, with her knees. "Let her go," she shouted. He swore and tried to shove her off. The black van engine roared. The other kidnappers had already climbed inside. The van moved backward, then sped toward the gate, then turned and raced away, leaving a cloud of smoke. The man on the ground panicked. He pushed Lily so hard that she flew onto the rough driveway. Pain shot through her hands as her skin scraped. While she gasped, he let the girl fall and ran after the van on foot. It did not stop for him. He disappeared down the road. Lily groaned and forced herself up. Her palms burned. Her knees hurt. But she crawled straight to the little girl. "Hey," she said softly. "Are you okay?" The girl's blue eyes blinked slowly. There was blood on her forehead and dirt on her red dress. She looked very small. "It hurts," the girl whispered, and then her eyes rolled back. Her body went limp. "No, no, no," Lily said quickly. Panic grew in her chest. "Stay with me, okay? Stay with me." She looked around. No neighbors. No one on the street. The house was empty. She picked the girl up in her arms. The child felt light, but Lily's arms still shook from fear and effort. She walked as fast as she could toward the main road, trying to wave at cars. A dark car with tinted windows turned the corner and drove toward the mansion gate. It slowed when the driver saw her in the road, barefoot, holding a bleeding child. Inside the car, Leon leaned forward. "That is my daughter," he shouted. He did not wait for the car to stop. He jumped out, his heart hammering so hard he could feel it in his neck. "What do you think you are doing with my child?" he shouted at Lily. Lily turned, eyes wide with relief. "Are you her father?" she asked. "Thank God. Listen, men try to take her, and she did not get to finish." Leon grabbed Mia from her arms and held the girl close, checking her face, her breath, her pulse. Fear and anger exploded inside him. "How dare you touch her?" he said, his voice cold now. "You tried to take my daughter." "That is not true," Lily cried. "I saved her. I swear to you, I did not hurt her. There were 2 men, and a blonde woman, and a black van, and Marco." Leon called to the tall, strong bodyguard who had stepped out of the front seat. "Hold this woman. Do not let her run away." Marco caught Lily by the arms. His grip was firm. "I did not do anything wrong," Lily said, her voice shaking. "Please listen to me. I am a delivery girl. I only came to bring food. You were holding my unconscious child in the street and trying to get a car," Leon snapped. His eyes were dark with rage and fear. "You can tell your story at the police station." Lily's mouth went dry. Police station. Marco pulled her toward another car that had followed behind. Lily looked back and saw Mia's small face against her father's chest. The girl's eyes were still closed. "I was only trying to help," Lily whispered, as the fear finally took over. "Why does it feel like I am the one in danger now?" No one answered her. A few minutes later, as the car drove her away with cold metal cuffs on her wrists, Lily pressed her head against the window and watched the mansion grow smaller. She had saved a child from kidnappers. Now it looked like she might be treated like one. Lily did not know how long the car drove. The windows were dark. The seat was hard. The metal cuffs around her wrists felt cold and too tight. Every bump in the road sent pain through her scraped hands and knees. She kept seeing the little girl's face in her mind. Pale, still, covered in blood. I helped her, Lily whispered, her voice shaking. I helped her. No one answered. The car stopped with a sharp jerk. A door opened. Rough hands pulled her out. Cold air hit her face. Snow soaked into her socks as her bare feet touched the ground. Move, one officer snapped. They led her into a large gray building. Bright white lights hurt her eyes. Phones rang. People shouted. Doors slammed. The place smelled like fear, sweat, and old coffee. The word police sat above the entrance in big black letters. Lily's heart sank. They pushed her into a small room with a desk and 2 chairs. One officer sat across from her. He was thick-built, with tired eyes and a bored expression. Name, he said. Lily Brooks, she answered. Age, 25. You were caught holding an unconscious child and trying to escape, he said flatly. I was not escaping, Lily said quickly. I was looking for help. Men tried to kidnap her. I stopped them. He snorted. Everyone has a story. Please, Lily said. Check the cameras. The street. The house. You will see. The officer stood up. You will sit tight until we hear from the father, he said. He has already made a complaint. The door shut behind him with a loud click. Lily was alone. Her chest felt tight. Her hands shook. She stared at the wall and tried not to cry. Back at the hospital, Leon sat beside Mia's bed. The room was quiet, filled with soft beeping sounds. Mia lay under a pink blanket. Her blonde hair spread across the pillow. A white bandage covered her forehead. Leon watched her chest rise and fall. She will be fine, the nurse had said. Still, fear would not leave him. His phone buzzed in his hand. He ignored it. He did not care about work. He did not care about money. He only cared that his daughter opened her eyes. Hours passed. Finally, Mia stirred. Her fingers twitched. Her eyes blinked. Slowly, she looked up at him. Daddy, she whispered. Leon grabbed her hand so fast the chair scraped the floor. I am here, he said, his voice breaking. I am right here. Her eyes moved around the room. Where am I? You are safe, he said. You are in the hospital. Her lip trembled. It hurt. I know, he said, kissing her hand. It is over now. She stared at him for a long moment, then frowned. Daddy, she said quietly. What happened to the nice lady? Leon froze. What lady, he asked. The one who saved me, Mia said. The lady in blue clothes. She threw her shoes. Leon felt a strange twist in his stomach. The woman who had you, he said slowly. She is under arrest. Mia shook her head at once. No, she said. Not her. She helped me. She ran after the bad men. She got hurt too. Leon felt heat rush to his face. Mia, he said. Listen carefully. The woman I saw was holding you and trying to get into a car. That is because I was sleepy, Mia replied. She was asking for help. Leon said nothing. Mia squeezed his hand. Daddy, she continued. The babysitter is bad. Leon stiffened. What do you mean? She pulled my hair, Mia said. Tears filled her eyes. She slapped me. She brought men. Leon's heart dropped. She told the men to take me, Mia whispered. I was scared. The room felt smaller. The air felt heavy. Leon stood up slowly. Are you sure, he asked. Yes, Mia said. I told you I did not like her. Leon ran a hand through his hair. His breathing grew fast. He saw it now. The clues he had ignored. The broken room. The missing staff. The open gate. And the woman in blue jeans. Stay here, he said to Mia. I will be right back. He stepped into the hallway and pulled out his phone with shaking hands. At the police station, Lily sat on a cold bench inside a holding cell. 3 women sat across from her. They looked rough. Tattoos. Hard eyes. Folded arms. One of them laughed softly. New Fish looked scared. Lily said nothing. She pulled her knees close and tried to breathe. Minutes passed. Or hours. She could not tell. Then the cell door opened. A female officer called her name. Lily Brooks. You have visitors. Her legs felt weak as she stood. Her mother was standing outside, her face pale, her eyes red from crying. Beside her was Aaron, Lily's childhood friend. Tall, gentle, always calm. Oh, my baby, her mother cried, pulling her into a hug. How did this happen? I do not know, Lily whispered. I swear I was helping. Aaron stepped closer, his jaw tight. They say you tried to kidnap a child, he said. This is insane. A uniformed officer cleared his throat. She was caught with the child, he said. The father is powerful. Until he says otherwise, there is nothing we can do. Aaron's eyes flashed. Then check the cameras. The officer frowned but said nothing. Hours later, another door opened. Leon walked in. He looked calm on the outside. Clean coat. Expensive shoes. Straight posture. Inside, guilt burned. He watched Lily from across the room. Her hair was messy now. Her jeans stained. Her hands scraped. Her face pale but proud. She looked nothing like a criminal. We checked the cameras, the officer said quietly. She is telling the truth. Silence fell. Leon closed his eyes. I want her released, he said. Lily stared at him, shocked. The cuffs were removed. The cell door opened. You are free to go, the officer said. Lily stepped out slowly. Her mother pulled her close again. Aaron stood beside her. Leon faced her. I made a mistake, he said stiffly. I reacted without thinking. Lily's eyes burned. You destroyed my name, she said. People saw me taken away like a criminal. I will fix it, Leon replied. The record will be clean. That does not clean my life, Lily snapped. For the first time, Leon did not answer. She turned away and walked out with her family. He watched her go, something tight forming in his chest. Days passed. Rumors spread faster than truth. People in Lily's neighborhood whispered. Parents pulled their children away. The chicken shop grew empty. Bills piled up. The phone stayed silent. Lily watched her mother count money with shaking hands. We will be fine, Lily lied. At night, she could not sleep. At the mansion, things were no better. Mia woke screaming from nightmares. She cried when Leon tried to leave the room. She stopped laughing. She only calms down when she talks about the lady, the doctor said quietly. Leon knew who that lady was. He sat alone in his study late one night, staring at his phone. Lily Brooks. Her name burned into his mind. He had power, money, influence. But for the first time, he did not know how to fix what he had broken. And somewhere across the city, Lily stood at the restaurant window, watching snow fall, wondering how saving a child had ruined her life. Neither of them knew yet. Their lives were not done crossing paths. Not even close. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to this channel to support our growth. Because this story is just getting started. Lily stood behind the counter of the fried chicken shop and stared at the empty room. Only one table had customers. An old man slowly ate his meal, eyes fixed on the floor. The smell of fried chicken filled the air, but it no longer pulled people in like before. Her mother moved behind the counter, slower than usual. Her shoulders looked heavier these days. Bill sat folded beside the cash box, edges worn from being touched too many times. We sold only 5 meals today, her mother said quietly. It used to be 50 by this time. Lily swallowed. It will change, she said, though she was no longer sure. Her phone buzzed in her pocket. Unknown number. She frowned and stepped away from the counter, wiping her hands on her jeans before answering. Hello. There was a short pause. This is Leon Grant, a man's calm voice said. Her body went stiff. She knew that voice. She had heard it before, filled with anger and power. Her grip tightened on the phone. Why are you calling me? I would like to speak with you, Leon said. In person. Her chest burned. You've said enough already. I know, he replied. And that is why I am calling. Silence stretched between them. You put me in jail, Lily said. Her voice shook despite her trying to sound strong. My family is suffering because of that. I am aware, Leon said. And I am trying to fix it. Money doesn't fix everything, she snapped. I am not calling to offer money, he said. That caught her attention. Then what do you want? She asked. There is something I need, Leon said slowly. From you. Lily laughed once, sharp and bitter. You've taken enough. Please, he said. Just meet me. One conversation. After that, you never have to see me again. Lily looked over at her mother, who was counting coins with tired hands. Against her better judgment, she sighed. Fine. One meeting. They agreed on a time and place. The park near the river. Public. Safe. When the call ended, Lily felt sick. Why would a billionaire need anything from her? That evening, she put on clean jeans, the same black shirt, and her blue vest out of habit. She almost took it off. Then she stopped. Why should she change for him? She walked to the park with her arms crossed tight against the cold. Snow still lined the paths. The river looked dark and slow. Leon was already there. He stood near a bench, hands in his coat pockets. He looked exactly like before. Tall, controlled, expensive coat, clean shoes. but his face looked different. Tired. You came, he said. She stopped a few steps away. Say what you want. He nodded. I owe you an apology. She raised an eyebrow. Now. Yes, he said. Not the one I gave before. A real one. He took a breath. I failed as a father that day. I failed to protect my child, and I failed to listen. I let fear control me. Lily stayed silent. My daughter has not been the same since, he continued. She wakes at night. She cries. She refuses to be alone. That surprised her. She keeps asking for you, Leon said. Lily's heart skipped. What? She calls you the shoe lady, he said softly. She trusts you. Lily looked away. That's why I'm here, he said. I need help. She laughed again, this time in disbelief. You want help from the woman you ruined? Yes, he said without shame. I want you to work for me. Her head snapped back. You're joking. I am not, he replied. You want me to work in your house? She said. After what you did. I want you to work with my daughter, he said. As her nanny. The world felt tilted. That's insane, Lily said. You don't trust me. I trust my daughter, Leon replied. Lily shook her head. I need time. I understand, he said. But she cries every time another nanny walks through the door. He handed her a card. Please think about it. She turned and walked away. That night, Lily did not sleep. She kept seeing Mia's face, hearing her small voice, remembering how tightly the child had held her. By morning, the restaurant phone rang. It was the bank. They needed payment. Lily closed her eyes. That afternoon, she stood once more inside the mansion. The same white walls, the same shining floors. Mia stood at the top of the stairs, staring down. Her blue eyes widened. She came back. Mia shouted. Before Lily could react, the child ran down and hugged her legs. You saved me, Mia said. I told Daddy. Lily knelt slowly. Her throat burned. Leon watched from a distance. His face unreadable. I don't hate you anymore, Mia whispered. Please stay. Lily looked up at Leon. Rules, she said quietly. Clear rules. He nodded. You name them. Her eyes hardened. I don't forgive you. Not yet. I don't expect you to, he said. She stood. I'll do it, she said. For her. Leon let out a breath he didn't know he was holding. That night, Lily slept in the guest room. Clean sheets. Quiet walls. She stared at the ceiling. She was living in the house of the man who nearly destroyed her life. And somehow, she was now responsible for the one thing he loved most. Down the hallway, Leon stood outside Mia's room, listening to his daughter's calm breathing. For once, he whispered to himself, I hope I made the right choice. But in the shadows of the house, something unseen stirred. And Lily, lying awake in the dark, felt it too. Lily woke before the sun. She lay still on the soft bed in the guest room, staring at the ceiling. The room smelled clean, like soap and fresh air. Everything felt too quiet, too perfect. This was not her world. She sat up slowly and looked around. Her jeans and black shirt were folded neatly on the chair. Her blue vest hung beside them. She had not changed clothes when she went to sleep. She had been too tired, too confused. Somewhere down the hall, a floorboard creaked. Lily's body tensed. She slid off the bed and opened the door just a little. The hallway lights were dim. A shadow moved near the stairs. Mia? Lily whispered. No answer. She stepped out, her bare feet silent on the floor. When she reached the stairs, she saw Leon standing in the living room below. He was already dressed, clean white shirt, dark pants. His phone was in his hand. His face looked hard again, the way it did the day she was arrested. He was talking in a low voice. No, he said. I don't care how much it costs. Find her. She cannot disappear. Lily's heart skipped. Find who? Leon ended the call and rubbed his forehead. For a moment, he looked tired. Older. You're awake, he said without turning around. Yes, Lily replied, stepping into view. Mia? She's still asleep, he said. Nightmares kept her up. Lily nodded. She held my hand until she slept. Leon looked at her then. Something unreadable passed through his eyes. Thank you, he said quietly. She did not answer. The silence grew uncomfortable. Breakfast will be served soon, Leon said. You'll eat with Mia? I need to see my mom today, Lily said. And the shop? He nodded. A car will take you after breakfast. She frowned. I didn't ask for, I know, he cut in. But I insisted. That was the problem. He always insisted. Breakfast was quiet. Mia sat at the table in her pink pajamas, her blonde hair still messy from sleep. She smiled when she saw Lily and scooted closer to her chair. Did you leave again? Mia asked softly. No. Lily said gently. I'm still here. Mia relaxed and started eating. Leon watched closely. Too closely. Every laugh. Every smile. Every moment Mia leaned toward Lily instead of him. Jealousy crept into his chest, sharp and unwelcome. After breakfast, Lily walked outside to the driveway. A black car waited. Before she could get in, Mr. Hughes approached her. You should be careful here, the old man said softly. Careful? Lily asked. This house remembers everything, he replied. And not all memories are kind. Before she could ask what he meant, he walked away. The ride home felt long. When Lily entered the chicken shop, her mother looked up in surprise. You stayed out all night, she said, worry sharp in her voice. I got a job, Lily replied slowly. Her mother's eyes widened. Already? Yes, Lily said. As a nanny. Her mother smiled with relief. That's good news, then. Lily forced a smile back. She did not say where. Back at the mansion, Leon stood alone in his study. Papers were spread across the desk. Photos. Names. Tessa. The babysitter. Her picture stared up at him. Perfect smile. Fake warmth. She vanished. His head of security had said. No bank records. No phone. No trace. Leon slammed his fist on the desk. She was inside my house, he muttered. Under my roof. And now she was gone. That afternoon, Lily returned to the mansion. Mia ran into her arms again. You came back, she said happily. I said I would, Lily replied. As the day passed, Lily noticed things. Cameras in every corner. Locked doors where there should not be locks. Staff that watched her too closely. And Leon. Always watching. Always quiet. That night, Lily tucked Mia into bed. Do you want a story? Lily asked. Mia nodded. The one about the brave lady. Lily smiled sadly and began. Minutes later, Mia was asleep. As Lily turned to leave, she felt it. Someone watching her. She paused. The hallway was empty. But she knew. This house had secrets. And she was standing right in the middle of them. Down in the study, Leon stared at a fresh security report. One line made his blood run cold. Unidentified access detected. Rear camera offline for 6 minutes. The same camera. The same place. Where his daughter had been taken. His phone buzzed. Unknown number. He answered. A familiar female voice laughed softly on the other end. Miss me? Leon's hand tightened around the phone. Leon did not answer the phone. He stood very still in the quiet study, the screen glowing in his hand. The unknown number kept ringing. The sound felt loud inside his head. Mia shifted in her sleep upstairs. Leon looked at the ceiling as if he could see her through it. Then he answered. Where are you? He said. His voice was low and sharp. The woman on the other end laughed again. Slow. Calm. Proud. You sound angry, the voice said. That hurts my feelings. Tessa, Leon said. He did not ask. He knew. I prefer Tess, she replied. But yes, it's me. Leon closed his eyes. What do you want? He asked. What I always wanted, she said. What you stopped me from getting. You will not touch my daughter again, Leon said, his voice shaking now. Oh, relax, Tess replied. She's safe. For now. Leon's blood turned cold. You already lost her once, Tess continued. Because you trusted the wrong people. Funny how easy that was. Leon said nothing. You replaced me, she said. With her. Leon's jaw tightened. Don't say her name, he warned. She's special, Tess said softly. Brave. Kind. The exact opposite of you. That's enough, Leon snapped. I was inside your house, Tess said. And now I'm still closer than you think. The line went dead. Leon threw the phone onto the desk. His breathing was fast. His hands shook. For the first time in years, fear fully won. Upstairs, Lily was brushing her teeth in the guest bathroom when she felt it. That feeling again. Like eyes on her back. She turned quickly. Nothing. She shook her head and went to Mia's room. Mia slept curled around her teddy bear, her face calm. Lily sat beside the bed and brushed the child's hair from her eyes. You're safe, Lily whispered. But she wasn't sure anymore. The next morning, Leon called Lily into the living room. His face was tight. Dark circles sat under his eyes. He looked like he hadn't slept. We need to talk, he said. Lily crossed her arms. Did I do something wrong? No, he replied. But something is wrong. He took a breath. The woman who hurt Mia, he said. She contacted me. Lily felt her stomach drop. She's alive? Lily asked. Yes, he said. And she knows you're here. Lily stood up. Then I shouldn't be here. No, Leon said quickly. That's exactly why you should. She stared at him in disbelief. Are you hearing yourself? Lily snapped. You want me here as bait? I want you here because Mia trusts you, he said. And because you see things I don't. I'm not part of your war, Lily said. I just wanted to help. I know, he said. And that's why I'm asking you. Not ordering. That made her pause. Please, he added quietly. I failed her once. I won't again. Silence stretched between them. Finally, Lily spoke. I will stay, she said. But things change. He nodded. Name them. No more secrets, she said. No lies. And if I feel Mia is in danger, we leave. No arguments. He met her eyes. Agreed. That night, Mia woke screaming again. Lily rushed to her room. The child clung to her, shaking. She's coming back, Mia cried. The bad lady. Lily held her tight. I won't let her, Lily whispered. I promise. From the doorway, Leon watched the scene. His daughter chose Lily again. And he knew something then. He had arrested the wrong woman. But he had also brought the right one into his house. Outside, a car sat across the street in the dark. Inside it, Tess smiled and watched the mansion lights. Soon, she whispered. The house did not feel the same anymore. Even when the sun came up and light filled the big rooms, there was a heavy feeling that would not leave. It sat in the corners. It hid behind doors. It waited in silence. Lily felt it every morning when she woke up. She still slept in the guest room. Same bed, same folded clothes, same quiet walls. But now, she locked her door at night. Not because she was afraid of the dark, but because she knew danger did not always show itself. Down the hall, Leon stood in the doorway of his daughter's room, watching Mia sleep. Her small chest rose and fell slowly. Dark circles rested under her eyes from too many bad dreams. Leon clenched his fists. Power had not saved her. Money had not protected her. And pride had almost destroyed an innocent woman's life. That truth hurt more than anything. Later that morning, Lily and Leon sat at the kitchen table. No staff, no guards, just the two of them. I need to say something, Leon said. Lily looked up, guarded. Go on. I know sorry does not fix what I did, he said. But I want you to know this, clearly. He swallowed. I judged you without listening. I used my power instead of my heart. That was wrong. Lily stayed quiet. I can't erase what happened to you, Leon continued. The shame, the fear, the looks people give you. But I want to make one thing right. She narrowed her eyes. Which is, if at any point you want to leave, he said, you can. No guilt, no pressure. I will support you and your family. Not as a favor, as responsibility. Lily studied his face. For the first time, she did not see a billionaire. She saw a broken father. I'm not staying because of you, she said finally. I'm staying because of her. Leon nodded. I know. That afternoon, Lily took Mia to the garden. They sat on the grass. Mia held a crayon and paper, drawing messy shapes. What are you drawing? Lily asked. Mia smiled. Us. Lily's chest tightened. Us. Yes, Mia said happily. You, me, and Daddy. But Daddy is smaller. Why smaller? Lily asked softly. Because sometimes grown-ups don't see big things, Mia replied. Lily froze. She hugged the child tightly. Inside the house, Mr. Hughes stood at the window, watching them. Children see truth easier than adults, he murmured. That night, Leon stood alone in his study again. The phone sat in front of him. Silent. Too silent. He knew she would call again. Evil did not quit easily. It waited. It watched. And he also knew something else. This was not over. Elsewhere, inside her small bedroom above the quiet chicken shop, Lily's mother counted money again. Fewer bills this time. A small improvement. Maybe things will turn around, her mother said weakly. I hope so, Lily replied. But deep down, she knew hope alone was not enough. Justice still had a long road. Trust still needed time. And danger was still breathing somewhere. Late that night, Lily lay awake, staring at the ceiling. She thought about how one brave choice had changed everything. Saving a child. Being punished for doing right. Standing alone. Still choosing kindness. She learned something important. Doing the right thing does not always reward you immediately. Sometimes, it breaks you first. But that does not mean you were wrong. It means the world still needs brave people. People who step in. People who help even when it costs them. People who don't turn away. Leon, sitting awake in another part of the house, learned his own lesson. Money does not replace listening. Power does not replace truth. And love, without trust, is dangerous. Mia slept, holding her teddy bear, unaware that two broken adults were slowly learning how to protect her the right way. Outside the mansion, A car engine started quietly. A woman watched the lights and smiled. Some stories end neatly. This one does not. Because some wounds take longer to heal. Some enemies wait longer to strike. And some paths continue into another season. If you take anything from this story, let it be this. Do not judge too fast. Do not misuse power. Do not punish kindness. And if you ever find yourself alone for doing the right thing, remember this. Your courage still matters. Thank you for staying with this story. Subscribe to this channel to support our growth, because part 2 is coming, and this story is only getting deeper.